Students, in this session, we will discuss few more topics in the first chapter, that is Introduction to Microeconomics. In the previous session, we discussed the information related to microeconomics, whether it is a positive or whether it is a normative. And also we discussed how the economic activities are organized in one economy. So, how the economic activities are organized? Economic activities are organized either by private, that is capitalistic economy, either by government, that is known as socialistic economy or centrally planned economy, or economic activities are organized by both private and government, that is known as mixed economy. Like which country? India. Like India. So now in this class, so what is our conclusion? Economics is a positive or normative? Positive means what and normative means what? Positive means it won't pass judgment, it will ask question, what is, what was. And what about normative? Normative is not like a positive, right? It will pass value judgment, what ought to be, what we should do and what we should not do. Like that it will be goes. So finally, what is the conclusion, students, there? Economics is both positive as well as normative. Why it is both positive and normative? Because economics will do scientific investigation, along with that it will make policies also. That is the reason why economics is both positive science and normative science. Let us forget about the class. Now, without any delay, in this class we will discuss methods to study economics. Economic methods. Economic methods. Generally, whenever we are going to study one subject or one theory, we will follow two methods. One will be deductive method, and second one is inductive method. So how many methods we are following here? Two methods. First one is deductive method and the second one is inductive method. What is the differentiation in between these two methods? Look at the point carefully. In deductive method, conclusion, or else we can say that it studies from general to particular. It studies from general point of view to particular point of view. And conclusion drawn from again general to particular. So deductive method means it studies a concept from the general point of view to particular point of view, and here the conclusion will be drawn from general to particular. So let me give a small example for a deductive method. So here what I told, general to particular, right? General to particular. So if I take an example, second PUC commerce students performed well. So second PUC commerce students are performed well. So here I told that point in general point of view by keeping the complete class in my mind, that is general. So after that, in the same class, one student performed very well means that is particular. So what is the conclusion here? I described about entire class and finally I described about one student in that class. So here that is known as deductive method. In deductive method, conclusion is drawn from general to particular. Here example, I described about entire class, entire your class. Again, I described to you about a student in your class, that is a particular. That is known as deductive method of study. Deductive method of study. Remember one thing here. In deductive method, conclusion is drawn from general to particular. General to particular. And what about inductive method? It is a quite opposite. It studies from particular to general. Particular to general. Again here, conclusion is drawn from particular to general. Inductive method general to particular, deductive method general to particular, and inductive method means particular to general. So here conclusion again drawn from particular to general, quite opposite we can say. Example, who is the scientist? Isaac Newton, right? So he discovered gravitational force, gravitational law, right? So here, first of all, here we are studying about particular, right? Particular. So Isaac Newton observed one apple that is fell down from the tree. One apple, only one, that is particular. So here conclusion is drawn from the particular, right? Finally, what is the conclusion here? All the apples from the tree will fall down on earth only. I hope you are very clear, right? Here, inductive method, we will start our discussion with the particular to general. So he described one apple that is fell down from the tree on the earth. Again, what is the general concept here? All the apples from the tree will fall down on the earth itself. So that is the reason why in inductive method it will be studied from the particular point of view to general, particular to general, and conclusion will be drawn from particular to general. These are the important two methods of studying economics. One will be deductive method and second one will be inductive method. In deductive method will be studies from general point of view to particular point of view, and inductive method is studying from particular point of view to general point of view. General point of view, these are the two important methods. Students, now let us enter into the another topic. In the first chapter itself, that is nothing but differentiation in between microeconomics and macroeconomics. See, already we know, right? In the introduction classes, several times we discussed it. Micro means small, macro means large, means aggregates. We can say that micro means individual and macro means aggregate. So, see, for the subject matter of economics, economics broadly classified into two. One is microeconomics, second one is macroeconomics. So the economist who classified the economics into two categories, that is Ragnar Frisch. Ragnar Frisch is an economist. In the year 1930, he classified economics into two branches to study economics. One is microeconomics and the second one is macroeconomics. General point of view, micro deals with individual aspects, macro deals with aggregate concepts. Okay, let us find out the differentiation in between microeconomics and macroeconomics. So, the difference in microeconomics and macroeconomics, that is, we will take in the point of view, point of difference, study matters, deals with method, variables and theories. So, from the point of difference, we will discuss. First of all, study matters. Microeconomics deals with the individual economic units. Individual. See, example I will say. Example what? Microeconomics deals with one tree in a forest. Microeconomics deals with one tree in a forest. But here macro deals with the economy as a whole. Means macroeconomics deals with complete forest, overall forest. So what is the first difference here? As a study matter of economics, microeconomics deals with individual unit, and as well as macroeconomy deals with economy as a whole. Economy as a whole. That is the first differentiation. Next, microeconomics deals with how consumer and producers make decisions. It is not considering about the entire country. Microeconomics taking into consideration about consumer, one producer, how they will take decisions. Consumer decision means what to purchase. Producer decision means what to produce. Consumer point of view, what to purchase. Producer point of view, what to produce. So microeconomics only deal with consumer as well as producer, how they will make decisions. Whereas macroeconomics deals with how economic sectors make their decisions. Here you may get one doubt, right? What are economic sectors? Generally in economics there are 4 economic sectors. 4 economic sectors. One is government, household. How many economic sectors? 4 economic sectors. One is government, second one is household, third one is industries, and fourth one is foreign trade. So here, how economic sectors make their decisions. Economic sectors are 4. One is government, second one is household, third one is industries, fourth one is foreign trade. So I hope you are very clear, right? So economics, microeconomics deals with how consumer and producers make decisions, as well as macroeconomics deals with how economic sectors make decisions. Which are economic sectors here? Economic sectors are nothing but government, household, industry, as well as foreign trade. Now let us deal with methods. In the methods point of view, microeconomics deal with partial equilibrium. Equilibrium means, that word meaning you will come to know in the coming classes. So partial equilibrium means equilibrium in a one market. Equilibrium is a position where producer, he won't get any profit, he won't get any loss. That point is known as equilibrium. Here in this method, microeconomics deal with partial equilibrium. Partial equilibrium means equilibrium in a one market. We can consider that equilibrium in a one market. And general equilibrium in a all markets, that is known as general equilibrium. So microeconomics deal with partial equilibrium, macroeconomics deal with general equilibrium. And after that, variables. What are the important variables that will comes under microeconomics? Variables are price, consumer, demand, wage, rent, profit. Wage, rent and profit, we can say that factor payment. What are factor payment? How many factors of productions are there? 4 will be there. Land, labor, capital, organization, right? So here, wage, rent, profit will be considered as factor payment. So microeconomics variables are price, consumer, wage, rent and profit. These are the microeconomics variable. So what about macroeconomics variable? Macroeconomics variables are aggregate price. Aggregate means overall price. Overall price. Aggregate demand. Overall demand in the market. Aggregate supply. Overall supply in the market. Inflation. What is the term inflation? The continuous increasing in the prices in a country, that is known as inflation. See, whenever you are observing macroeconomic concepts, that macroeconomic concepts are dealing with the complete economy as a whole. That is the reason why I told here macro. Macro means aggregate units. So now, what are the variables of macroeconomics, students here? Aggregate price, overall price in the country, aggregate demand, overall demand in the country, aggregate supply, overall supply in the country, inflation, the general increases in the prices level, and finally unemployment also one of the important variable in the macroeconomics. So now, what are the theories comes under microeconomics? What are the theories comes under macroeconomics? The important theories that we will deal in microeconomics: theory of consumer behavior, theory of producer behavior, and determination of prices in your market. Market means vegetable market and all, not here. Market means monopoly, duopoly, oligopoly. Likewise, different markets will be there, that we will come to know in the coming classes in the second year. So consumer behavior, producer behavior, determination of prices in a different markets. That will be the theories comes under microeconomics. Now what are the theories comes under macroeconomics? General price level, the complete price levels in a country. Shall we consider this is the inflation and deflation, right? Yes. Next, unemployment levels, the total unemployment situation in India, that is macroeconomics. And theories of international trade, that is also comes under macroeconomics. So the theories will come under microeconomics are consumer behavior, producer behavior, determination of prices. Theories in macroeconomics are general price level, unemployment rate, theories of international trade. So this is the major differentiation in between microeconomics and the macroeconomics. So this is a very important concept in the chapter number 1. What is the differentiation in between micro and macroeconomics means? You have to list out all these points as like this table for the differentiation. So this table will be clear with the differentiation of microeconomics and macroeconomics. What point of difference study matters? Individual, aggregate. Deals with how consumer and producer will take decisions. Here how economic sectors will be make their decisions. And methods, partial equilibrium, here general equilibrium. Partial equilibrium means what? Equilibrium in a one market. So now general equilibrium means what? Equilibrium in a all markets. After that, variables: price, consumer, demand, wage, rent, profit. What are the variables? Aggregate price, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, inflation, and unemployment. And finally, what are the theories here? Theories of consumer behavior, theories of producer behavior, determination of prices. Here, general price level, unemployment, and theories of international trade. So this is the major topic, that is known as differentiation between microeconomics and macroeconomics. So students, just pause the video and write this differentiation in your notebook and go through once, so that you will clear the content of differentiation in microeconomics and macroeconomics. So in this class we discussed the topics like deductive method and inductive method, and after that we discussed the differentiation between micro and macroeconomics. So students, in this class we completed the differentiation in between micro and macro. So with this topic we completed the first chapter in our syllabus, that is introduction to microeconomics. So in this chapter we discussed from the first class to now a simple economy, and after that organization of economic activities, and after that what are the different types of economies are there in the world, and production possibility curve, that is a very important topic we discussed. And after that we discussed economics is a positive science or normative science, and after that we discussed two methods in economics, one is deductive method and inductive method, and after that we discussed about the differentiation between microeconomics and macroeconomics. See, one thing you have to remember, the economist who classified economics into two branches is none other than Ragnar Frisch. In the year 1930, he classified economics into two parts for the subject point of view. One is microeconomics, the second one is macroeconomics. Okay, students, this is all about the today's session. In the next class, again we will meet to discuss another important chapter in the economics of second year. Thank you. Have a nice day.